It is time, once again, for another Patriot. This is actually a rewatch and commentary. It's one of my favorite shows, and I've seen about 1 billion of them. So without further ado, this is Season 1, Episode 4, John's To-Do List, 5/18/12. Oh, this is the John and Cool Rick analog, the brothers, with tracksuits included. I wonder if Stephen Conrad directed all of these episodes. I'm guessing he did. So now we know where John gets his musical abilities from, but the father isn't specific like John when it comes to the lyrics. A little more subtlety. When Leslie said LaCroix, I am drinking a LaCroix right now. A limoncello. Coincidences. This is a very, very sad song, Charles Grodin, and it kind of explains, and you can tell by the wife's reaction, she starts crying, but the song is just really about what sounds like just severe PTSD and just self-destruction. It's like he wants to die by suicide, so he's just trying to find a way to do it. So it's just a lot of just literal self-destruction, self-harm, and that's why he rides his bike like that. And it seems like it's stemming from the guilt that he feels after killing the maid, thinking that he was someone else. And if I had to guess, I'm guessing he would say something like, well, he deserved the torture that he received for that month or two. But then, due to that torture, the effects of it makes him feel worse, which makes him want to harm himself even more. It becomes this vicious cycle. So he figures, well, if I get hurt, then at least the pain will end. Or if he gets hurt, it's a way to punish himself, which is a very destructive way to go about things. So that would call for, at least what he's going through, some major therapy, which he is not getting. Quite the opposite. In fact, his father is sending him on a dangerous mission, which could cause more PTSD, have him do more things that he regrets, and causes that cycle to keep going. And, we see this, spoiler alert, we see this as the show goes on. And the kind of therapy, at least, one kind of trauma therapy is called CPT, cognitive processing therapy, and it's working with the thoughts people with PTSD have gently in order to change those thoughts. And once those thoughts are changed, your feelings about the traumatic events will change, and then hopefully your behaviors change.
Let's take a look.
BlackBerry.
What's the most important thing you have to accomplish today?
Well, it is 2012.
I'm just going to put 4 minutes. Hey, don't put capture a guy. Well, what should I put? I don't know.
They're talking about this extraordinary thing that John has to do, and they're just talking about it like it's just so matter of fact.
I'm just going to pick.
And Dennis is pointing out something that can be helpful to ground people making a to-do list, and brings it back to the tracksuit that Cool Rick is wearing. Oh my god, it's so weird. It's an outdoor urinal.
Oh, I'm glad to see you.
And again, the pressure that John is going through, and it's done so well with his schedule, on the BlackBerry. John has a lot of strength, a lot of endurance, like throughout this whole show. A ridiculous amount. Good physical comedy, but good physical tension in this show as well. It's just another great way that the story is told. It keeps up the tension and the suspense. And how that guy in the bag is still alive is something else. And how John is still alive is something else. Oh. Yeah. I don't... Oh, my God. I don't remember anything, but I would imagine the guy in the bag is dead. Oh, and he just has this... and just, he has an actual job on top of his real job. Like, how can he still keep moving? It's like John is superhuman.
6 days ago.
I have the Timons and Saperstein's album cover. I'm looking at it right now. I have it blown up, and it's framed on my wall.
Last week, Mr. John
Timmons, I'm sorry. Timmons and Saperstein, or Saperstein. So I have the album, the Circles of Resonance, next to the cover of the Van Tasner Danger Meridian, next to the picture of a cover of the integral principles of the structural dynamics of flow. It's just, Maybe I'll use that as the cover for my commentary. Of course, the Queen, You're My Best Friend, because that's what Dennis put in, because they're best friends.
I got it. No problem. I can fuck with this thing on.
How John nails this is something. I don't know if they explain how he does it, but he does it. And this is hilarious, because he says a whole bunch of words that I have no idea what he's saying. And that's what makes it so funny.
We fit double nut space and grip grids and splay flex brace covers against beam fast and derrick custom and group.
It's just his hand motions.
On plate flex tandems. Press task apparati.
And we're going right into season 1, episode 5, and I'm gonna mess this up. Un Monsieur, Triste en costume. I'm sure I got that incredibly wrong. And this is John, where he accidentally killed a maid as opposed to his target, and this is him captured and being tortured. This song, A Good Night's Sleep, is not on the soundtrack. And I've been listening to the soundtracks a lot. Makes me wish they had all the songs on the soundtrack. You know, they're talking about Afternoon Spray, which is such a silly song with silly lyrics, but it's a very good song. It's a very sweet song. It's very much like Spinal Tap. The songs are good, even though they can be kind of silly. The scarves. And that's the cover for Timmons and Saperstein? All right. How do I... Skip. Damn you. Oh, no. I'm going to have to fast forward manually. God damn it. The CDs everywhere. I'm thinking of getting a poster of the drawing. Surprised there's no cameras anywhere. I guess if there were, the show would be over. Supercell, another song not on the soundtrack. Not a bad ad-lib, even though it's just very awkward. They were getting a good response from the audience for Afternoon Spray. And we will continue to burn through as I clear my throat to episode 6. The structural dynamics of flow. So not only I can't remember, but I would imagine a theme of the episode, but the brilliant title of the brilliant book by Leslie Claret. So let's get started. And there's the cover for the structural dynamics of flow. Simple, yet effective. Oh, and Stephen Conrad did not direct every episode, because there's a guy named Tucker Gates who did. So there you go. But there's Stephen Conrad's brother, whose name is Chris Conrad, who is excellent as Dennis. And then building the character, building the character of Leslie, unpeeling the onion and showing us more of him, and That's what this show did so well. One of the many things the show did well. It just built characters slowly.
Operating on a frog.
And again, another build of Cool Rick.
What art?
Wrist.
You know, and his relationship with
Sort of.
Carol.
Well,
And Cool Rick's actual name is Edward Tavener,
I was just... I was
the
gonna
character's
leave a
name, not the
message
actor's name,
saying
who is
Okay.
Michael Chernus.
You guys are okay. I didn't think you need this cover in Iran, yeah?
Just one problem after the other, and
Who's
then
there?
the script just throws these obstacles
What is it
like
with this fucking
all
cover?
all throughout John's bat. Father about Leslie.
Okay, great.
No, this is about Dennis. I mean,
Design and engineering from
just looking at John's face. Now this is exposition about Leslie, but it's just so well done. Oh, like, just feel terrible for Leslie. He just wants to spend time with John, and then just is abandoned.
God fucking damn it!
And the show is so good about
Going right there.
showing the pressure the characters are under
Sorry.
to get done what they need to get done, and the stakes are pretty high, very high. And throughout all this, you know, I forgot about Matma El Mashad and what her character brings to the story, which I forgot. Kind of. And Edward has the skills, obviously, enough to know that he's being followed, which I don't think many people do. It just shows how incompetence, bitterness, and bureaucracy can save the day for John. And some luck with his name right on the bag. Again, just shows the inherent and obvious misogyny in that Luxembourg police department. It's like such a mellow, wild goose chase. Cool Rick playing it smart, almost. But then smart again, and the bag is right behind her. It's like I know what happens, and I still want to see the next episode. And that is it for a few episodes of Patriot. I didn't say much throughout them, but let's do quality over quantity. Yeah, that's it. So, anyway, I hope to have a new episode sooner, but we shall see. Hopefully I will. Anyway, so you can find me on Twitter, MMAM Podcast, Facebook, MMAM Podcast. You can email me at mmampodcast@gmail.com. You can, I guess, find me anywhere, really. And that's it. Have a good one, and always vote for the Democrats. Bye.